Okay, biggest fear of having Tesla 3 or any Tesla is that Tesla does not come with a spare tire. So if you get a flat, you have to call Tesla roadside service and you have to wait for them. Now, problem that I had was that last time I was at my dreamland, which is a private property where I do a lot of shooting and I also teach a class of defense shooting as well. It's a dirt road. And my worst nightmare happened where I got a flat and when I called the Tesla, they told me that it's going to take about 6 hours. The bigger problem was that they told me they do not come out to a gravel road to pick up the car. I actually had to have the car out to the main road, which is not possible. So I called my partner and my honey buddy Daniel, and he stopped by AutoZone and picked up a fixer flat. And I was lucky enough to fix the flat with that, and I was able to get out and got home and got my tire fixed. But it was a worst nightmare. It was getting dark and there was no way out. So I started looking into different things and I did find a spare tire for $250. I need a low profile flow jack that I pay $88 for. That low profile flow jack, the minimum height is 3.38 of an inch. I'm hoping this is good enough. I'm gonna open the box up and see if this thing works. Okay, the tire actually looks pretty impressive and this is ready to mount. And again, it's got a pretty decent tread on it too. So you could drive with this, you really shouldn't have any problem. As long as you're not driving too fast, you should be able to get me out of the trouble. Okay, here's the jack and it is pretty heavy, but it is what it is. I'm just gonna have to carry everything in the car if I need it. Okay, the minimum height is about 3.25, which is good. Okay, the handle slipped right on, so that's pretty neat. Okay, you have to find the hole to put this puck in. On the tire it says maximum speed is 50 miles an hour or 80 kilometers. Okay, this is what it looks like. I'm just gonna tighten that up really tight and drive around my community. It's making a funny noise. Oh, okay. It's making a funny noise. I don't like that. Okay, after putting the spare tire, I tried to drive it. It was making a scraping noise, and I just didn't feel good about it. So I just called about everywhere, including the Tesla, and they had no answer for me. They just told me the tire was a bad fit. And I was searching everywhere, and I found one that said this small bolt here, that's the one that's causing the problem. That's for the brake rotor, but they say you could leave this out permanently and it shouldn't be a problem. So I'm gonna try to remove that and try my spare tire one more time and see if it works. Okay, that was really easy to remove, just came right off. Okay, I got it back on there again. Let's try again. Okay, I hope this time it works. No, I still hear the noise. Yeah, it's no good. Okay, so I got a new spare tire and I paid $300 for it. And I checked with the seller and they told me if this doesn't work, they're gonna refund the shipping and everything else. So I'm hoping that this will work. And if this doesn't work, then I have to get full refund and then spend $450 or $460 for a different tire and see if that works. Wow, this came with a carrying bag and their own special lug nut. So I'm hoping this won't have any problem. And I'm really happy about the bag because I needed one and I didn't know it came with it. Not too happy about the lug nut. I was hoping that I could use the one that's already on the car. Okay, the Tesla tire is 18-inch tire, but this spare tire is 17-inch. And I spoke with the seller and they told me that this should not have any problem, that we could use 17, 18, or 19-inch spare for 18-inch tires, so we should be good. And I'm actually very impressed with the quality of the tire. And compared to the other one, this is actually quite thicker. So That I'm happy about. Okay, this kind of sucks as I expected. The lug nut that they provided on the bolt does not fit with a regular tool, so I'm gonna have to find something that fits in here and be able to torque it. Okay, luckily 17mm socket that I have does fit, so it should work. Only problem is I need something longer to have a proper torque. Okay, this is the wheel that came off the Tesla 3, and you can see a little cutting on the wheel. And that's because of that bolt that they have on the rotor. With the spare tire, we also have these cuts here, so I'm thinking it should be fine. Can I use a pretty thick PVC pipe that I have for the longer handle? Okay, let's try it and see how it goes. And today it's raining a little bit, but not too bad. But I should be able to tell if it's good or bad. Okay, so far I don't hear any noise. I don't know if it's just me, but car does feel like it's kind of leaning toward the right. Okay, feels good. Alright, I'm gonna get out and drive maybe 45 miles an hour and see how it feels. I let go of my wheel and it's going straight. Alright, let's do 45. I think we're good. Now, one thing that I did notice is that my engine braking deceleration is not working like it used to. Okay, I'm good. One of the biggest problem and the fear of Tesla owner is having a flat. So this is orange to have it with me to solve the problem with having a flat. First of all, last time when I got in trouble, I got it fixed with that fixed flat and a good air pump. Now, if you have a really bad flat and it's not able to fix with it, you're gonna need a donut. And you really need a good low profile jack. You really can't have one of those cheap skinny ones where you might not even be able to get it under the car, or when you jack it up, it might actually fall over. So get a good one here, just like this. All right, let's try to fit it in the car and see how it goes. Okay, it actually worked out pretty easy for me. Everything fitted in that little compartment in the trunk underneath the storage, so I'm really happy. Okay, as you can see, having a donut spare tire in the back, we still have plenty of room for storage. So I won't have any problem carrying this with me when I go to my dreamland and do some shooting. And if you're going on a trip, I could have this in my back seat or put on my trailer rack and tie it down on the trailer rack, and I should be fine. Either way, I'm good.